Have you ever felt like you were in a battle you just couldn't win, overwhelmed, exhausted, and ready to give up? There's an ancient story that speaks directly to that feeling. A story about a battle, a mountain, and a powerful name for God, Jehovah Nissi, which means the Lord is my banner. Our story begins in the vast and forgiving desert. The Israelites, having just escaped slavery in Egypt, are on their way to the promised land, but their journey is far from easy. They're tired, thirsty, and their supplies are dwindling. Suddenly, a new threat emerges, a fierce nomadic tribe. The Amalekites attacks them from the rear, preying on the weak and the weary. This isn't just a random skirmish, it's an unprovoked assault on a vulnerable people. Panic begins to set in. They've faced the might of the Egyptian army, but this is different. This is a relentless, grinding battle in the middle of nowhere. Moses, their leader, knows they must fight back. He calls upon a young, capable warrior named Joshua. Joshua, he commands, choose some of our men and go out to fight the Amalekites. Tomorrow, I will stand on top of the hill with the staff of God in my hands. This wasn't just any staff. This was the very staff that had parted the Red Sea, the symbol of God's power and deliverance. Moses' plan was clear. Joshua would lead the physical battle in the valley, while Moses would engage in a spiritual battle on the hilltop. The next morning, as the sun rises over the rocky landscape, the clash begins. Swords clang, shouts echo through the valley, and Joshua leads the charge with courage and determination. Meanwhile, Moses, accompanied by his brother Aaron and a man named Hur, climbs the nearby hill. As he stands overlooking the battlefield, he raises his hands to the heavens, holding the staff of God. And then, something incredible happens. As long as Moses holds his hands up, the Israelites are winning. They fight with supernatural strength and precision, pushing back the Amalekites. But Moses is only human. His arms grow heavy, tired from the strain. As his hands begin to lower, the tide of the battle turns. The Amalekites rally, and the Israelites start to falter. Aaron and Hur see what's happening. They understand the critical connection between Moses' raised hands and the success of their army. They can't let him fail, so they rush to his side. They find a stone for him to sit on, and then, one on each side, they physically hold up his arms. They become his support, his strength when his own has run out. They stay like this for hours. A powerful image of unity and support, until the sun finally sets. Down in the valley, empowered by this constant spiritual covering, Joshua and his men achieve a decisive victory. The Amalekites are completely defeated. The battle is won not just by the sword, but by prayer, by endurance, and by the support of a faithful community. After the victory, Moses builds an altar right there. He doesn't name it after himself or Joshua. He names it Jehovah Nissi, the Lord is my banner. So, what does that mean for us today? A banner, in ancient times, was a flag or a standard that an army would carry into battle. It was a rallying point. It showed everyone who you were fighting for and under whose authority you fought. When you saw your army's banner flying high, it filled you with courage and reminded you that you were part of something bigger than yourself. By naming the altar Jehovah Nissi, Moses was declaring that God was their victory, their identity, and their rallying point. It wasn't Moses' raised arms or Joshua's military skill that ultimately won the day. It was God. He was the banner flying over them, declaring his power and protection. This story teaches us a few powerful lessons. First, our battles are often fought on two fronts, the physical and the spiritual. While we have to do our part like Joshua fighting in the valley, we also need to recognize the importance of prayer and relying on God, just as Moses did on the hill. Second, we are not meant to fight our battles alone. Moses couldn't keep his arms up by himself. He needed Aaron and Hur. Who are the Aaron and Hur in your life? The friends, family, or community who holds you up when you're tired, who pray for you when you feel weak, and who remind you to keep your eyes fixed on God. And just as importantly, whose Aaron or Hur can you be? Finally, and most importantly, God is our banner. In the midst of your struggles, whether it's a health issue, a financial crisis, a broken relationship, or a battle with anxiety, remember Jehovah Nissi. Picture his banner of love, strength, and victory flying over you. You are not defined by your struggle. You are defined by the one you belong to. He is your rallying point, your source of courage, and your ultimate victory. The next time you feel overwhelmed and your arms are growing tired, remember the image of Moses on the hill. Find your stone to rest on, allow others to support you, and lift your eyes to your banner, Jehovah Nissi. The battle belongs to the Lord, and under his banner, victory is assured. Thank you so much for watching. If this story encouraged you, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content like this. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.